Listen vision, listen vision, listen vision, listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio.
All right. Ooh, we are awfully bright, Lord. Welcome to the Swerv. Oh my God, I think you got too much light on. We all washed out. Hello, y'all. Can you turn some of this light down? Okay, all right. Welcome to the Swerv Show. I'm the publisher of Swerv Magazine, myself, Jamil Fletcher.
Much better.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
It is better. Tony Nelson right here, y'all.
Hello.
The Capital Pride hero.
Capital Pride hero. That's right, I am.
That's right. And your rates have been doubled now.
My rates have been
Telling
doubled.
all the promoters. and our special guest this evening is Alan Sharp, playwright, screenwriter, producer.
Struggling artist.
All right, speaking to the mic. We are all struggling. We're American. That means we're struggling.
That's right. African American.
And Yardé, y'all, is on the way. So,
Yardé is on its way,
so
but Racine is off tonight.
Right. Racine just did her show, and she's too tired. I know she is, because I'm
Yeah.
sure the show was great.
Yeah.
So anyway, so welcome to our June 5th.
It is
oh
June.
My goodness, wow.
It is June.
Oh, next week we got to talk about some music, because June is African American Music Month.
We got to talk about our favorites.
Yes, our favorites. Mm-hmm. Yes. But of course, thank you for that, DZ, our producer. Rashawn Patterson, the one and only, is our cover story, and it's a great piece. Have you had a chance to read it yet?
I have.
What are your thoughts?
It's very interesting. It's a lot different than this Rashawn Patterson that I've met.
Right.
I've met him.
He's very open in this.
Yeah, he was very closed off.
Have you
Not
read
in a
it
bad way. I mean, he was very private and just closed off when I met him.
He's an artist.
He's an artist. We all are artists. We struggling artists, and I get it. So I wasn't mad at him, but this really was revealing, and I enjoyed reading it.
Good. That's good, because Michael Gibson, we asked him for 2,000 words. He gave us 4,000. So
well, sometimes they get chatty.
And right, and he opened up. I haven't
for
seen him open
to be
up.
Chatty, you let him chat.
Exactly.
Chat.
And the album is growing. It's growing more and more on me. So I don't know if you had a chance to fall in love with it yet. Anyway,
well, Michael is gifted at getting people to open up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, has he performed in any of your stuff?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Has
Tony been in any of your stuff?
Not yet.
We're gonna talk about that.
He just said his rates
ask
went
me
up.
that
so
question
I don't know.
again. Ask that question again.
Has Tony been in any of your productions, Alan?
No.
Alan Sharp?
Never been invited.
he just raised his rates. So I don't know
his rates have definitely gone up. Right.
They've doubled.
That's right. Doubled. That's right, Tony. And we get how much? What's our cut? 35%.
Oh.
He acting as your agent?
They've doubled plus 35%.
Oh, you didn't read the fine print of your
I
contract.
really did not.
You got to do that. You got to read that fine print.
But I digress.
But Alan, have you seen this issue yet?
I have not. I saw the cover when I was coming in, and I thought, oh.
Oh, well, you got to read it and give us your
It's
feedback.
amazing.
I love that cover, though.
Yeah. And it's interesting because he doesn't show his eyes, and I really like to show people's eyes on the cover, but, we had to go with this.
But it
anyway,
kind of goes with the black background. Y'all did an
it
amazing
does.
job.
It really does, yeah. And Tony, of course, my brother, he always does us well. So anyway, so we've got, and then also in this issue, Racine wrote a great column on pride, purpose, and pose, and the connection between the three. It's a really brilliant piece Racine wrote.
Pose as in
the series.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
tied them all together.
Soon, right now.
Yes, June 11th? I think it's June 11th, because I think you're on a Tuesday nights now. Right. So, of course, we have advertising opportunities both within the magazine and on the show if you have a budget. And we're open, and some people have been inquiring. We just haven't sealed the deal on some of them, but we're working on it.
We gotta inquire, and make sure you have a what?
A budget.
A budget. A budget always works. We want to
with some zeros at the end of it.
We want to say hello to one of the Swerve contributors, Tamisha Iman. Is
Tamisha on ahead?
Yes,
Tamisha?
so she was the first one on. And
we got something to talk about.
We're going to talk about some things that she's doing coming up tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow? Is it going to be on Facebook Live too?
Tomorrow. We're going to talk about. I got all the details.
Okay, good. Because I was wondering if somebody had the details.
I got the details.
You guys sent it to me.
I got the details. She called. And I answered.
We miss you. We got to write your column again, Tamisha. I don't know what's going on.
Tamisha has been one of my very favorites.
Super busy.
I had the honor of hosting one event that she was a part of. She was running a pageant in Richmond. And every time she came out, I was just like, oh my God, I can't speak.
She's so fabulous.
She's such a fabulous entertainer. And then when I saw her backstage out of drags, I said, oh my God, I can't speak. both sides is quite over.
Best of both worlds. I'm not mad at
Nothing wrong with that.
So anyway, come on, let's keep it moving, y'all. All right. So of course, in terms of what's going on with me, just busy working. What about you, Tony?
I've been very busy. You know, this past Friday I accepted the Capital Pride Hero.
Yes, he did.
Honor, which I was
and I think I have a picture of that. Don't I? Number 4, DZ. Number 4.
Oh,
you didn't get number 4? Oh, it's in there. Okay. Do you have a number 3? Yes, I do. Show number 3. That's Racine's piece, right? Oh, okay. All right. I had a picture of you with Jose.
Me with Jose.
In his Gucci dress. Yes.
Well,
that's right.
It was Chanel.
Was it Chanel? Oh, that's right, Chanel, right.
Yeah,
but anyway,
Chanel.
so bring that back up because Racine is hosting an event on June 24th featuring Jericho Brown, the poet. So that's going to be really nice.
That's going to be very nice. I'm going to go to that.
Studio theater. So, man, we
June
got a lot
24th.
going on. Right.
He's been posting excerpts from his new book on Facebook.
Oh, wow.
Jericho?
I want to see
We've
it.
got to do something with him on Swerve. I don't think we've ever connected with him.
But I have to finish giving my shameless
Yes,
plug.
please give your
since
shameless
Racine
plug.
is not here. So I'm going to shameless plug.
Ooh, we done stole that one.
Yeah, well, everybody has. Shaquita stole it the other night at the Pride thing. I was like, you know what? It's open. It's up for grabs.
Give a quarter to
But
Racine.
of course, I want to talk about. I was interviewed for the Washington Blade this week, where I got the chance to talk about all the fabulous gigs that I'm a part of, including Strong J's lipstick review.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That happens at Mr. Henry's. And
that's on Sunday.
That's on every fourth Sunday. And we talked about that. And we talked about my going to Ziegfeld's.
Yeah, you own Ziegfeld's. That's your platform.
That's every second. That's the first and third Friday.
Oh, now it's first and third.
It was always first
Really?
and third.
I thought it was just first at first.
In the very beginning, but it's been first and third Friday for the last 6 months or so. And coming up this weekend, I'm going to be, for the first time, I'm so excited, I'm going to be a part of the Capitol Pride parade.
Yes, you are. Yes.
And one of the questions,
as the honorees,
one of the questions they
parade.
asked me, the Blade asked me, have you been a part of Capitol Pride? Have you participated in Capitol Pride? Or do you only do Black Pride? I was like, yeah.
How about you go where you're invited?
I told him, I said, well, I've never worked Capitol Pride. I've never worked Capitol. I said, but I am a native Washingtonian, and I have spectated
I've seen
at
it.
Capitol Pride every year since its beginning. However, I did want to say, if I now work Capitol Pride, you should have got me last year, because this year my rates have what?
Doubled.
Thank you.
Doubled.
I'm just kidding.
That's what you call read between the lines.
And when they introduce you, it's the 2019 Capitol Pride honoree.
That's right. That's right. So we have a lot of fabulous things coming up from my end, and with Miss WTF, it's going to be a very, very busy.
I'm
summer.
proud of you, Tony.
Thank
Tony
you
is
so
doing
much.
his thing.
I'm telling you.
Thank you
he's
so
all
much.
over the
Well,
place.
And he's going to be featured in an Alan Sharp production coming soon.
I'm going to be featured at Outside, but you know what? I'm doing great things because I have great people that are.
We love you.
Are behind me, like this part of being part of the Swerve show and being part of Strong J's show is just like
and you're
the
a
highlight.
columnist now too. Add writer to your.
Oh, that's
Because
right.
you've got a column that we're running.
And when is my column coming back out?
Probably in the fall or November, one or the other. Yeah.
So far away.
That's not so far away.
It's still a deadline.
So what's going on with you, Alan? Real quick, tell us just general stuff because we're going to talk more about you later on.
We are gearing up now for DC Black Theater Festival.
When is that?
Actually, they've expanded. This year they are the DC Black Theater and Arts Festival. They've added film, dance, music, so they're branching out too.
When is that? You know, I didn't even know about that.
It starts on the 22nd, June 22nd, and runs through the following Sunday.
Okay, keep me posted on that, but we'll talk further about that. All right, well, real quick, y'all. Yardage, I guess, is still on his way. We haven't heard from him. I hope he's doing okay.
He has some kids in the chair.
Oh, that was him. I kept thinking that was Racine.
No, that was right there.
All right, so let's get to some news. We're on schedule pretty much. So Caster Semenya is the 800-meter runner. We talked about her. She had lost her case where they were now going to force her to take, drugs that would suppress the level of testosterone that she had. And so she won another small battle in this war where they have allowed her to compete without taking the medication until the appeal has been resolved. So now she's probably going to run in the world championship. Isn't it a bit much?
It's a bit much. I mean, that's like saying that you, I don't know. I mean, they say people with flat feet
have an advantage, disadvantage.
Well, you know, or people with a really good arch in their foot, and that, correct me if I'm wrong, is one of the two, are better dancers. Now, dancing is not a competitive sport.
Right.
But if it was
like if you got smaller ankles, you can jump higher.
You can jump higher. That's saying, okay, your ankles, they got to be regular size ankles. So let's shoot some fatty tissue in your ankles so you can balance you out with everybody else. I mean, that's part of being ahead of the game is what you're naturally blessed with.
If your physical gifts enable you to be better, then you shouldn't be forced to suppress
everybody. Gifts. I think what I'm trying to say, that's the name of the game. Serena Williams has physical gifts that afford her the ability to be better than, of course, other players.
She's a better athlete.
You're going to handicap her.
Right. You're going to force
her
to take drugs. You
can't handicap her for what you think. What would her physical gifts be? Whatever they are, you going to handicap her?
Oh, she's stronger. Her balance, her feet. Her legs.
She's a
black girl.
Her behind is perfectly round, which lets her hit that ball harder. So we're going to flatten it out just a little bit so she can be on the same tier with the white tennis players. That makes no sense to me.
Right. I hear you. So we're going to keep our eyes on this case because this is going to blow up, especially as the Olympics approach.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So then we've got Jussie Smollett will not appear on Empire for the final season, says Lee Daniels.
Is this the last season coming up?
I think so.
I was just wondering what happened to him. He just completely vanished.
Say it again?
No, I'm just saying they sort of went back and forth about that today. First, the network said he would be back, and then Lee Daniels came out and said, no, he won't be back.
Well, you know what I'm wondering? Should we protest and boycott and say, Lee?
I can't boycott. I've never watched.
There was also a controversy they posted about that the crew, the white crew, is very upset with the black cast because a lot of the black cast were supporting Jussie, and I guess the white crew felt that Jussie is putting us out of work potentially. So there's a lot of tension.
They're white men in America. They'll find another gig.
They sure will. And they work for Fox. Hello.
Thank you. Please. They'll have no problem finding another gig. I mean, I get it.
I didn't hear all that.
I get it. It's bigger than the celebrity. You know, you don't celebrate like people. Like I think it was Monique was saying. I can't celebrate Steve Harvey losing his show because it's bigger than him. It's all these other employees going to be losing their gigs too. I get that.
I didn't know Steve Harvey was losing his show.
He lost. He lost two of them. He lost both of his shows.
Why? Because of what?
Well, partly because NBC or whatever station he's on, he bought the show, and they basically said, well, since you own the show, we have no stake in it, so we want to show that we're making the money off of it, basically. So they replaced him.
They went and found Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson replaced his talk show.
She's got a talk show?
She took his place. And
everybody's got a talk show, including us.
And the night show, what's her name? The female comedian.
Who?
The one that was hot for a minute, but she was playing the same character every movie.
I don't know who that is.
You know who
Black
it is.
Girl, white girl?
White woman. She's funny.
Oh.
But her name will come to me.
It'll come up.
A short, heavy set one.
Rosie O'Dell?
No. And
that was years ago.
She'll come to me. but she's taking his show, his children's show, and everybody was sending videos to Monique saying, "Oh, see, and she came back and said, I don't think celebrating somebody losing a gig is
because you're right, all the team and everything, but all those things are I mean, they run their course.
Everything
Empire's
runs their
had
course.
how many years? How many
Everything
seasons has
run
it
their
been?
course, but those white folks on there complaining because the black people are happy about it. I mean, come on, white people, y'all gonna get another gig. I trust me.
Everybody, I mean, and then the thing with Empire, they probably have some spinoffs. I mean, you've already got the Star spinoff.
That got canceled too.
Oh, that's canceled.
Yes.
A little purge.
Well, there's always BET and Netflix and everything. There's so many platforms now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
anyway,
was Empire? I heard Empire. I never watched a single
it
episode.
was, I had lost track of it, but the last season I caught the last few episodes. It was pretty good. The wedding was cute with him.
Well,
and the
I
guy.
don't care what anybody say. Y'all can write me, inbox me, say whatever y'all want. Jesse Smollett was cute to me,
He is cute.
I didn't want to see him go down because I thought
And
he was real cute.
he's been found what? Not guilty.
Not guilty.
He was not guilty to me when
But
I saw those
Now
photographs.
I will.
right.
Now I will say. I said it before. I said it again. When the event that I hosted that he was a part of, he was a handful.
Well, they say,
Ooh,
And we
Jussie
haven't
was
dealt
a
with him.
handful.
Famous.
Oh,
Jussie was a
Melissa
handful.
McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy. Thank you,
Troy.
dear.
Oh, so they finally gave Melissa McCarthy a show. Okay, that'll last a couple minutes.
I mean, she's funny.
She is funny. She is funny.
But-
Well, she's funny as a comedian. I've never seen her host a talk show so that's a hard
She's
thing to
quick
do.
on her feet.
Every night. That's
Where's the show with the children? So
Oh,
she'll be great.
so she
she'll
should
be
be
great.
good. Right,
they'll
right.
carry her through.
Oh yeah, the one with
Okay.
the little children making comments. And
Well, I got to keep my eye on that. So anyway, the other news story I have is that another trans woman was found dead in Dallas. It's Sanel Lindsay. We have her picture there. She was 26 years old.
Oh, she's cute too.
And
wow.
I think this is the fourth one this year. I think in total or in Dallas, I can't remember.
It must be in Dallas.
Are they
There's
all
been more
happening?
this year?
They're mostly happening in that same region.
Right. So something's going on, and and I know, and this leads right into the trans woman state of emergency that Tamisha Iman is hosting.
This
tomorrow
is very, very, very important.
at 7:30 from 7:30 to 10. And hey, Tamisha, funny how everyone that was supporting publicity, Jesse, lost their shows. I know.
That is true. That is true. Oh, we might be off the air soon because I will support Jussie. But can you put that back up, please?
Can you put that? Yeah, put that.
We need to talk about
And maybe
this.
enlarge it a little bit if we could.
Now,
And so Tamisha Iman is hosting it, right?
Tamisha is hosting, and this is a cavalcade of some of the
So Zakia Jamaisi.
some of the most powerful voices in the trans entertainment community
Can we
and
lift
just
it
the
up
trans
too?
community.
Can
Period.
we scroll it up? Let's see who else is there.
Hope Giselle from Washington
right.
D.C. is going to be there.
Tatiana Braxton.
Saria Sinclair, who is a very, very smart young woman, and I just adore her.
Angel
Dore Saunders, Tatiana Braxton, Deidre Black, Tony Cooper, Angel Iman, so many people.
So is this like a town hall?
It's like
meeting,
a town hall meeting.
bringing the minds together.
Where's the location?
I
It's
think
going to be,
gonna
on,
be
Facebook.
on Facebook.
Hold on
Right?
one
Is
second.
it going to be on Facebook, Tamisha?
It's going to be on Facebook. Hold on one second.
I'm sorry.
I don't have my glasses.
7:30 to 10. Is that Eastern Standard Time?
The emergency online town
She said
hall.
exactly.
Town hall meeting hosted by the legendary Will Tamisha Iman Crawford. That's the Facebook page. It's 6/6/19. The time is 7:30 to 10 o'clock p.m. Now let me say this real
Well,
quick,
Tamisha, make sure you inbox me and everything so we'll push it out.
so we can push it out on our pages. But let me say this real quick. First of all, when someone calls, we answer.
Absolutely.
And the fact that, first of all, she called, and we're here, we're going to answer that call, and we're going to challenge everybody to give this a watch. Because, you say we say so much in our community, oh, people don't do, we don't support our own. This is someone
my
who,
glasses.
you see me squeezing them. This is someone who's gone out and making an effort to bring together voices to give this situation, put light on
the
this
spotlight.
situation.
It really, our community needs to embrace
We
the
need to-
urgency of it.
Yes.
And that's really what needs to happen. Especially we're in Pride season. We're celebrating Stonewall, and Black
Yes,
trans
trans
women
women.
are dying. Now is the time.
This is
to address it.
there's no more of an urgent time
Mm-hmm.
to address it than right now, because we can't afford to lose one one more person.
So I'm calling Earl folks, all the people with the Center for Black Equity, National Black Justice Coalition,
All my friends, everybody who follows
Human
the
Rights
shows.
Campaign. Oh my goodness, what's up, Barry? Human Rights Campaign, the National Gay and Lesbian Task Force,
Racine
to really come
Pendarvis.
forth and let's bring spotlight to this issue. I know we're going to run a piece in this issue that P.J. Morton out of Dallas is going to write, and they run an agency called Abounding Prosperity. He and Kurt.
The crazy thing about that whole situation, I mean, what a lot of people don't know, I grew up with transgender women. I mean, that was all my friends. I didn't have any what they used to call the pants wearing queen friends.
The
pants wearing. Grace used to call her the pants wearing queen. I was the pants wearing queens friends. I didn't have any. All my friends. I mean, because when I was in junior high school, my best friend, she transitioned, and that was back in the 70s.
Oh, wow.
In junior high school, Gracious started transitioning in junior high school.
Wow.
And we remained friends. She remained a part of my family, my biological family circle. And so that gave me my early exposure to that community. And what's really crazy to me about that, she used to drag me to the brass rail, which is how I got to know the Teresa Beavers Jacksons and all these people. But what's really crazy to me is that community, I never felt unsafe with her back then. It seems like it's...
So were there other people that were violent towards the trans
Yeah, of course
community?
there was, but there were people that was violent towards the whole community. But and it could be because we are seeing it, and
social media.
And social media is putting it on. But it seems to me that there has been a backlash towards this community with all the.
But if you think about it, though, there's been an increase in violent, even though they say violent crime is down. Maybe it just seems like it's not, just because we hear more of every story.
Right.
If something happens in Dallas, we hear about it, and we can see it now. We can see it almost as it happens. And so it could be that now just the access to the media has opened that up. What are you dropping over there? Oh, okay.
The access to media is open. Well, it could be. I mean, but whatever the case may be, let's start today. It's important to start today.
This issue's been going on for the last couple of years.
And we can start tomorrow, 6/6, at Will Tamisha Iman's Facebook page. What time is it?
I think 7. Can you bring the flyer up again real quick?
One more time.
Ooh.
Yes, because the least everyone can do is post the flyer.
Right.
Post the flyer.
And we'll spread the word and watch this live. But this is just part of what needs to happen. We need to raise awareness throughout the community.
7:30 to 10 o'clock p.m. We have some of the
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. We're going to have some of the brightest voices speaking about this issue on the State of Emergency online town hall meeting. Tamisha Iman, we appreciate you doing this.
Yes, we need to raise the awareness of this, and we're going to do it both social media, and we'll do our part in helping to tell this story and keep it on the forefront of the minds of our entire community. So, and as you know, New York Pride needs to spotlight this as well, and we need to get that to them to raise awareness of it, because it's happening all over the country. All right, let's keep it moving. Okay, what we got here? So we got a couple things on what's hot. We got Big Frida in Karamo. Catch this, y'all. So I now work at the National Museum of African American History and Culture. They are bringing in Big Frida for an evening. She's going to perform, and she's going to be interviewed and sign books by Karamo on June 22nd, 7 to 10. It is going to be so live.
Yes, indeed.
And so it's free, and you don't even need to get passes or tickets or whatever now. No, you're just going to need to get there early and get in line and be ready, because it's going to be... Because the Smithsonian does this thing called Summer Solstice, so all the museums are open late. Oh. So it's a late night thing. Mm-hmm. this place is gonna be rocking.
But I wouldn't wait until late night to get there.
Oh no, you need to be there by 6. I'll be there, but you can't come in with me because I have a badge and I can walk Tony and I in
But
the side door,
have to get there while it's
and we'll
light.
pass y'all on the way. We'll wave. We're gonna say hey.
Yeah, because I'm going in.
We going in.
I'm going in.
Cause it's gonna be hot. But anyway,
I'm going in.
that is gonna be live.
I want to see. I want to
Cause
see.
she's gonna perform, and Karamo's gonna be there to interview. That's gonna be off the chain.
I lost my watch party, people.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
sure if it's still up or not, but if it is, keep watching. But y'all know I'm not very tech savvy.
Technology, baby, eating us up. Okay, so let's keep it moving because we're going to get to Alan here. So another event happening June 22nd. I think that's June 22nd. No, it might be the 24th. Christopher Prince, our very own. That was June 22nd.
That's June 22nd.
It's the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, we can't be in 2 places at once, Chris.
And
Anyway,
Chris is also doing 3 shows.
Is
so
he?
Make sure you get there.
Fierce, and he sings jazz. I've not heard him sing. I didn't know he could
he's
sing.
awesome. I saw him at
Who's he sound like? Anybody?
a vaguely Algero, but he does his own thing.
He sounds like Al Jarreau.
He does his own thing.
No, they don't. Kim tries to sound like Al Jarreau.
Al Jarreau gave him a little bad
Tries
a little
to
stamp.
sound like. I saw Kim and I was like, dude, Al Jarreau's already done this. Stop
Well,
it.
well,
I'm sorry, Barry.
they have similar stories.
Yeah.
They have similar stories.
I mean, I respect Kim. I'm sorry. How do we even get talking about Kim? But Chris, I want to come out. I haven't heard you sing. I can't wait.
He's amazing. He's been singing for years.
I know, and I just saw him and his partner Terry. But he sings straight ahead jazz.
He sings jazz.
You better
he
come
mixes
on.
it up a little bit.
What?
we're not
What
talking about
else is he
smooth.
I ain't
We're not talking
right.
about jazzy tunes. We're talking about. See, we are.
Tony and I need you to swing.
We are.
and scat.
We are music snobs.
Yes, we are.
We're not talking
You're
about
worse than
singing.
me.
We're not. And I'm certainly not talking about. He's saying, "What you gonna do for me in a smooth tone?" I'm talking about serious.
You will,
jazz vocals.
you will be happy to know that he did scat some.
Okay.
At this most recent concert I saw of him on
Can he
U
scat?
Street. Yes, he can.
Okay, Christopher.
I believe he can.
Actually, Chris, you need to just come on the show and do a couple tunes. That's what we're gonna do.
We invite you to come on
That's
the
what
show
we're
and
gonna do.
scat.
And show us what you can do. Because Tony and I will be sitting here talking about, oh, that's a cute outfit you got on.
Chris brings it. He's,
I believe you. We just give you a hard time. I believe you. I believe he's fantastic. But
I'm
you
sure
know,
he is.
But it's
If you said it.
But the art of jazz
Is he
vocals
watching? He's not watching? Mike is watching.
It's lost.
Because
we're
well,
losing
you're not
it out.
you bailing on me because we got other commitments. But Cecile McLaurin Savant is here Saturday,
I'm sick of you.
and I'm gonna be
She's
like,
gonna sing
she's
her album.
fabulous, Tony. You're missing it because he's being honored in the parade.
I'm
It's
being
so
honored
special.
in the parade, and I want to thank Capital Pride for this fabulous honor and causing me to miss Cecile. I've been trying to see her forever.
for years.
But it's
you know
okay.
she's gonna be back here a lot.
She will be back here a lot. But I got another female jazz
Okay.
vocalist
I'm
that
here.
won the same award that she won.
the
the Thelonious
well, you
Monk.
know it's called the Herbie Hancock thing now. The Herbie Hancock Award now.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Well, I have another female artist. Yes,
Okay.
I'm going to turn you on to her.
Please, and we'll show her video.
She just talks a little bit much, but she can sing.
Oh, okay.
She can go.
All right. Then the other thing we got, the Adoti retreat, of course, is in July. Do we have that, Jeezy? All right. Ta-da! It's coming. It's coming. There it is. Black Superman. Discover the purpose of your power and the power of your purpose. It's still time to register, y'all. July 17th to the 21st in Georgia.
Superman.
In the outskirts of Atlanta. All right. And then, of course, the Swerve Model Contest finalists have been selected, and our page is up. So all the voting pages are up now, and I will push that out over the next few days.
Who's winning?
How many
I
can
don't
you
know.
vote? Can you
So
vote for
you can
all of
vote.
them?
You can if you want, but we're only selecting one male winner and one female presenting winner. But
Oh.
you can vote all
And we
day
can console the losers.
Can I?
if you want.
Oh, he wants to console the loser.
Console the losers. None of them are losers. So anyway,
non-winners,
They're
I'll put
all
it that way.
winners, right?
They're
that's
all
right.
winners in my eyes.
And so another thing that's hot, y'all. This film, I haven't seen it yet. This When They See Us,
Oh, yeah.
produced by Ava DuVernay. Have you seen it?
I haven't. It's on,
I
it's
have
on
not.
four
Netflix, right?
episodes on Netflix.
Oh, it's multiple episodes,
Yeah,
is it?
4 or 5, yeah.
It's 4 or 5 episodes.
Well, we
and,
have the trailer for it. Can we run that? I hope they let us show it. And you're going to mute our... Yeah, the link to it is. DZ is our new producer.
We love
he
DZ.
He forgot how we do things.
We love DC though. It's all right.
It's been getting rave.
Do we
reviews,
need to just talk over until you? Okay. But I've been hearing all about it.
I've heard amazing things.
Hey,
I've heard amazing
Harry.
things.
But it's about the New York 5, is it? Central Park 5? Yeah, right.
Arnold Cogdell put a post out about it on Facebook, and it was just the way he explained it. It just
I can't.
made me
I
really
don't.
wanna
I don't
see it.
have the. I'm not in
Netflix?
the mood to. I do have Netflix, but I'm not in the right mind frame to
Well,
consume
there's
it.
been a lot of discussion about that, and people have been going back and forth today. As a matter of fact, Oprah weighed in on that very subject, that, you might have to wait until you're in the right frame of mind.
I mean,
to see
there's
it.
so much going on with us. I mean, there's only so
It's-
much oppression I can
it's-
consume.
It's tough. I mean, I love history, but something about that
You ready?
history that's
Let's
right
run
now.
it and mute our mics too. So we're gonna run this trailer real quick. Sorry, Tony.
That's okay.
Is my mom here?
It's just us. You and us. Who you were in the park with?
I don't know names. I just got lost.
Where did you see the lady?
One lady.
The female jogger was severely beaten and raped. Every black male who was in the park last night is a suspect. I need all of them.
What's going on with my son?
Your son was involved in a rape in Central Park.
Wait a minute. Wait a second.
They saw you rape the lady.
I didn't see a lady or hit anyone. I didn't see any lady.
Kevin.
I didn't see any lady.
I want to see my son right now, right now.
Whatever they said I did, I didn't.
Zoning on the road.
Nothing in these boys' state matches the central facts of the crime. All we need is for one to tie this whole thing together.
These tapes are not as clean as the state would have you believe.
There is injustice happening here.
There is not one shred of evidence.
Imagine the frenzy of these teenagers ripping off her
They
clothes.
are innocent of these
They
crimes.
are guilty.
They're doing us like this.
What other way they ever do us?
And I haven't looked back
I've been having these dreams.
since I met
I keep hearing these footsteps. And they coming closer and closer. That's me. Coming to bring you home. They said if I went along with it, that I could go home. And that's all I wanted.
The police will do anything. Lie on us, they will lock us up, they will kill us.
This is my life.
I don't think we should admit to something that we didn't do.
Okay, we keep fighting.
All right, y'all. Ooh, I need a
Powerful.
drink.
Yeah. I mean, you can understand it's intense and why people.
I got a
be
headache.
reluctant to-
I-
It looks amazing.
I got a
actually.
headache watching the.
I mean, but it's like I want to see it, but I kind of don't want to see it. But it looks. First of all, the cast looks amazing.
That's.
They've been getting some rave reviews.
It's.
Niecy
I know it's. I
Nash.
know
Niecy.
it's amazing, and I know I'm a bit of a coward, but that's the same way I feel about
About
Pose.
Pose, right? Yeah, I
just,
hear you.
I just can't. I just don't. I just cannot.
Well, we got to keep our eye on this.
I know it's great. I know it's great. and I
Tamisha
wanna
said
watch
deep.
It.
Yeah, Tamisha, we got to watch this because I mean,
I'm going to get to. I'm going to get
that
to
whole
nerves.
incident was just they railroaded those kids.
And I don't want to provide
speak in the mic,
spoiler
speak
a
in the mic.
spoiler for your
You've seen it?
viewers, but there's a trans subplot in it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't think most people realize it. That's all I'll say about it, but it's very prominent.
So we need to watch
It's bigger
this.
than in it.
I'm going to ease myself into it over the weekend. Maybe I'll binge watch it
Yeah,
between the NBA
yeah.
finals, which are happening today.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah.
And then
You have to protect
let's-
yourself.
Let's watch it and review it.
You know I'm a crybaby.
I know, me too. I cried at the drop of a hat.
I cried walking off the stage at Capitol Pride.
You did cry. And I videotaped it. I tried to download the video. I couldn't get it. I couldn't, my technology. Anyway, so we're going to keep it moving. All right, we're running a little bit behind, but that's okay. We have Alan Sharp with us, and Alan is a wonderful, first of all, you're a legend here in this town. You're so much a legend that now they've named awards after you.
That's pretty strange.
As DC Black Pride did this year.
Very gratifying, but it's also, sort of.
But well deserved, Alan.
It is well deserved.
All right. That means, you know what that means? Your rates are double.
Your rates double.
Is that how that works?
That's right.
And we get how much?
35% off the top, first money.
Well, you're gonna be very disappointed with 35% of my rates. I have to warn you.
Well, that's okay. We'll increase them for you.
We'll make do.
That's right. But so tell us about who you are for those that may not know, and then what's your specialty?
I am a writer and director. I've been here in D.C. since '76. I moved here the year of the bicentennial.
Oh my goodness!
And we started out doing just the classic canon of black theater. But in '92, the year after we went to the first D.C. Black Pride, we decided to do something for the second weekend, the following year. And the response to it was so amazing that we did sort of a complete turnaround and started then in '92 focusing only on LGBTQ plus material, and that's what we've been doing for the last 27 years.
So all of your productions are centered around storylines about black LGBT people?
Yeah, you all are younger than I am, but I came up during a time where you didn't see that sort of thing. I mean, I came up when people would run down the street and say, "Oh, there's a black person on TV," and everybody would run in the house to see that.
I was around then.
So
me too.
LGBTQ, it was ridicule. If you saw us, it was for derision. We would get comic relief, or then later on we would sort of the sassy sidekick, perhaps. But our mission,
some over that. The hairdresser that gives you the honey chow and snaps your fingers all day.
But our mission was to put our story center stage because we deserve that. Just like to tell as broad a range of our stories as we can tell. So we do comedy, we do drama.
Well, we got a couple clips. I want to run a couple just so that people can get a feel for your artistry and your writing. So there's one clip I'm going to run. It's the first one, DZ. It's Friends with Benefits. We're not going to run all of it. Run it, and then we'll let you know when we want to stop it. All right?
Hey, come on now. Look at what you're doing. Come on, what? Come on, man. Why'd you do that?
Why do you think?
How should I know? I thought we were going to watch the game.
Watch the game.
Hello, the playoffs, the championship? I mean, isn't that why you invited me over here in the first place?
I called you because we need to talk.
Talk?
Yeah.
Man, come on. That's not what you said on the phone.
I know.
Well, why didn't you say that then, when you called?
Would you have come if I said I wanted to talk?
Hell no.
Well then.
I mean, nah, hell fucking no.
That's why then.
So you basically lied to me.
Basically. But I had to.
Had to?
This is important.
Nah, this game is important. Come on, give me the remote. No. Okay? Okay, so what you want to talk about, man?
I think you know.
Well, if I already know, then why do we have to talk?
Seriously, Nate?
No, I mean, if that's the case, why can't we just continue to communicate telepathically, at least until halftime?
Don't be stupid.
Right. I don't suppose we could talk on the commercials. Okay. The sooner we get this over with, the sooner I can get back to the game.
Maybe.
No, fuck a maybe. That's the deal if you want to talk.
Okay.
All right then. But just so we're clear, we talk when we watch the game. It's talk, game, food, beer, no more talk.
Fine.
Okay. So, I assume you want to talk about what happened Saturday night, right? Is that a correct, good guess? Out of the blue and shit?
Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to talk about.
So what about it? I mean, what happened, happened. You can't make a big deal about it now.
Is it making a big deal to want to know what it meant?
Does it have to have meant something?
Everything means something.
Oh, not really. Some things don't mean shit. Like last Saturday. Couldn't it just been what it was and nothing more?
That doesn't seem very likely.
It does to me.
Well, not to me.
Okay, then what did it mean to you?
It meant that we have some unresolved issues.
I thought that's what we were doing last Saturday night. Resolving our issues. I know I resolved mine.
Busting a nut doesn't resolve anything.
Hey, it did for me. It resolved the only issue that I had. Resolved it like a motherfucker. That's why I did it.
So, as far as you're concerned, it was just sex.
Well.
All right. So that gives you a feel, and Alan was commenting saying he hasn't seen that in years. So tell us, what was that about?
It's about how sometimes a relationship is seen through different eyes by both parties. It means one thing to one person and something else to the other. And if you're not on the same page, it can cause confusion. And especially when one person isn't quite ready to acknowledge their sexuality. And so it's one of those things where one wanted to confront the issue and one wanted to just continue what they were doing, just not talk about it. So,
Gotcha. All right. So give me some more of your storylines and where can people find you? Because, I mean, like how many productions do you do a year? Do you have a theater home?
We don't have a theater home. That's pretty difficult in D.C. But our three main productions are the one we just finished for D.C. Black Pride, which we do that Sunday of every Black Pride weekend. Then coming up, the D.C. Black Theater and Arts Festival. And then in Labor Day weekend, we usually do the Kennedy Center Page to Stage Festival.
Really?
And so those are our three main productions. We tend to be busy during the summer because I don't like being out when it's cold.
Yeah.
It doesn't get cold in D.C.
If you're at the bus stop, it does.
It's the bus stop, yeah.
Y'all kill me with
those
that.
platforms
We don't
on
get cold.
that Minnesota Avenue platform.
I don't know why I got kicked off. Anyway.
So if someone is interested in being a part of one of Alan Sharp's productions?
Like Tony Nelson?
we embrace them avidly because, interestingly enough, that's been one of our challenges, finding people who are willing to. You'd be surprised how many people, when I approach them, say, no, I can't do anything like that.
But you have people who are natural-born characters, and you turn them into actors.
Well, some people have been acting all their lives. It's just a matter of they haven't been on the stage.
I don't want to say any names. Racine Pendavis.
Racine's been running from us.
Racine hasn't been in one of your productions.
She's been promising she's going to do one, but she's always so busy. So
she's very busy. She really is, and
so we will see.
Just give her her contract, and she'll be there.
She has a contract.
Right.
But yeah, so we have difficulty getting audiences. I mean, I've talked to any number of gay people who say, well, I can't be seen at something like that, not even in the audience.
Even now
we
today.
see you in the mill. You in the mill every night.
Even now, they say, oh, my church members might see me.
Police.
All that. And, I guess that's why we do what we do, because that's
it
still
seems
going
like
on.
that's so dated.
Is that for real?
You would think, but it never ceases to amaze me.
I'd be like, girl, then take the sign down if you don't want anybody to
The
know.
lights are flashing fiercely.
So yes, we welcome people. We have AlanSharp.org. They can contact me. And
AlanSharp.org. We'll post that. AlanSharpe.org. Okay.
Well, there's I guess I shouldn't be critical because there are still people. I guess we care what other people think, but there's still people in the heterosexual community or quasi that still maybe
y'all gay is in.
That's what I thought. That's why
you might get a promotion if your boss finds out you're gay.
My boss loves me. I got three of the male executives fighting
I think
for
that's
me.
why I got hired because I'm gay. To be honest with you,
the GM my boss called me at 5 a.m. the other day. Said, "Oh, I need your assistant to come with me." I was like,
right.
and he got upset. I was like, "Don't be upset. It's okay.
Don't be
y'all
mad."
Gay is in y'all, so embrace it.
Especially when you show well.
That's right.
Yeah,
you just gotta embrace it and live in it.
Live in it. I just figure if you know me, then you know me.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is what it is.
No need in putting on front.
It is what it is.
So
that's a big part of what we deal with, visibility.
So what's your favorite production, though?
That's like asking your favorite child or something. They're also very different. Some of the really we did a thing about child suicide, and it was very successful. It was very moving. We did one about a rapper and a teen heartthrob who got involved in a relationship but had to keep it down low. One of the ones I'm most proud of we done most recently was a romance between a trans woman and a man who was trying to approach her.
Oh, wow.
But she had her guard up because she'd had so many negative experiences. And it's hard to let your guard down even in the face of what might be love. And it's a challenge to try to figure out when it's safe to do that, and especially in the climate we were talking about earlier.
Sure. Right now, I mean that's understandable. That's right. All right. Well, we got a couple more minutes. We got one more clip we could show for a couple minutes, real quick. A couple more minutes, we think, or no? Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Tell us more about what you got coming up now, because you said you've got the Black Theater Project.
Yeah,
right?
June 22nd.
Did you say June 22nd?
And yes, you can see Chris's show as well.
And go see Big Frida?
And be Big Frida.
I don't know. I'm going
you
to
have to
choose
split
one.
yourself in many places. The one good thing about us is our stuff does eventually turn up online. So
Okay.
even if you don't get there physically, you will be able to experience it.
On your Facebook or YouTube page?
On our Vimeo page.
Oh, your Vimeo page.
Vimeo page.
Oh,
yes.
that's fierce.
And then we'll be back in Labor Day weekend. We're already signed to do.
You're gonna have to do more. So Labor Day, and then that's at the Kennedy Center, right?
That's a popular one because it's free and it's easy to get to, and people like to go to the Kennedy Center.
So do you teach people how to write? I mean, like, because
that's important.
I do. It's hard to say. There are people I mentor, but I don't want to take a lot of credit for that because I feel like all of them are extremely talented.
Okay.
And my I guess role is to encourage them and support them and sort of point out opportunities to them. But I don't think I would be a good teacher.
Well, and then also you created a platform for a lot of the major artists, the major actors. Because when I see the clips, I see a lot of the people that are working. They're working actors in this area.
We've been fortunate that people have been willing to come in and do things with us, and that's exciting. Just DC is full of talent.
Yeah,
we're full of talent.
And do you feel that because the subject matters of your pieces are gay focused, the actors don't have to be. Do you only go after?
No, there have been periods when there have been more straight actors.
I've seen a lot of guys that I figure were heterosexual. I've
So
seen them at the gym and
mixture.
stuff. They look heterosexual.
We like to cast actors from our community simply because a lot of times they don't get cast other places. But we certainly don't restrict. I mean, we try to tell a wide range of stories.
I asked that question because I know people have a hard time believing. I know I've had conversations with people. Well, they're gay because they played a gay character on TV, and I just been thinking,
come on,
that's
people.
just kind of silly.
An actor's an actor.
Yeah. It's acting.
Right.
It's acting.
None of the people who play Superman can fly.
Exactly.
I'm
gonna use that one.
We don't, and we don't say the same thing. A gay actor playing a straight person.
Exactly.
Well, they got to be straight because they kissed a woman.
I mean, really.
I guess maybe people's thinking it doesn't have the same stigma.
People are stupid.
Yeah, because through history, I'm sure you all know plenty of actors who played straight their whole careers and were not straight. So
or bisexual.
Are some of the leading men.
I've never been that great of an actor.
If the check is right and if you coach me, that's right.
Hey,
the right co-star.
So when are we gonna write something? We got a project for Tony. Actually, maybe Alan should write it.
He could, yes.
We got a project.
You got something lined up?
Oh, we got a project.
Concept.
And Theo has
as soon as he signs the contract.
and Theo, our film, he had some really great ideas. We talked about it the other day.
It's gonna make Tony a star.
Well, now's the time.
Tony is already a star.
A bigger star than he is.
I'm going to be the greatest. The greatest star.
It'll create the proper setting to show off your stardom.
To show off the platform.
It is.
Exactly.
It is.
I like that word. Platform.
It's such a great platform for your character.
Oh, we need to have Tamisha Iman make a cameo
all
in this.
All of them should be
piece.
in it. I want all of them in it.
We need you to
all
make a
the
cameo in this
fabulous girls
piece.
are going to be in this piece.
All the girls who have.
This is going to be legendary, Tony. I'm telling you. We can't introduce the idea because we don't want you children to borrow.
Borrow it.
You know how your kids are.
But we need to be.
Somebody will do it up tomorrow. Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you, everybody's gonna want to be in this thing, Tony. Trust me.
And believe.
We'll reveal it sometime over the course of the year.
When we release it.
That's right. When we release it, we'll do something big.
It's already been copywritten.
So don't even go there.
All the bearded ladies out there need to send you a check anyway.
There are other bearded ladies out there?
There's some that attempt to do it and tell jokes at the same time.
Well, my sister Rough and Stuff does it. But
see, I've never seen Rough and Stuff.
Is the best.
Really?
But, oh God. Yes.
Really? I've never seen Rough and Stuff.
I live for Miss
I've
Rough
heard
and
of
Stuff.
Rough and Stuff. I've never seen Rough and Stuff.
Oh yes,
Right.
Mr. Rough and
It's
Stuff.
another child in Atlanta that's trying to do you. I'm like, Tony's already done that.
Been there, done that.
For 20 years.
Tony Nelson has already done it. So I hope, can you just give him his check, please?
But I think it was accepted, or let me stop. I'm trying to.
No comment.
My sister,
nice gowns, as Aretha Franklin said.
nice
Anyway.
gown.
But Alan, so we got a couple more minutes. So I want to make sure people know where to get you. And congratulations on your honor. That was such a great thing for DC Black Pride to do.
It was a thrill.
And you were very emotional. You could tell it was really impactful.
I work in a very small, limited sort of venue, and so it was nice to get that recognition and slap it on a few applications. And
so do you have a Helen Hayes Award yet?
Not yet, but I feel like I sort of have something even better because I have an award from my community.
Named after you.
Isn't that something?
And so do you pick the honoree each year?
I don't think I will get to pick them. They might let me present at some point.
But what if you don't think they're deserving?
Then I have to act.
I mean, it's your name on it, and they bring up some girl that ain't got no talent. I think you need to renegotiate
you
your
should
contract.
make sure we have some quality control.
That's right. That's right. I need the veto vote.
Yeah.
And what does the award look like? That's the other thing.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Okay.
It is up.
All right.
Put it up for my partner.
Amazing.
Look
It's
at that.
beautiful. Well, you just got an award yourself. It's very gratifying to feel
It
recognized.
is the award season for you folks.
Well, I literally, when Capital Pride called, and he called me. I was at my lunch break. He said, "This is Capital Pride." I said, "Who?" He said, "This is Capital Pride, and we want to let you know that you are the recipient of the Capital Pride Honors Award." I was like, "Are you kidding?" I honestly
did your coworkers? One
of my coworkers was with me. He was like, "What is
Because
that?"
it's going to be all over the place. It's going to be all over the Blade.
It's in the Blade, and my DC Water is doing a piece about it.
And you'll be riding in a parade, right?
I'll be in the parade. Right. Yes. So I mean, it's a huge honor. I mean, it really is.
And there were others. Donald
Birch
was received as well.
For his volunteer
well
work.
deserved. Well deserved. Yes.
Okay. And just real quick, if I can, I want to say thank you to Darryl Wilson for giving me a platform. And DJ Cedric did something that was so amazing during Capital Pride. He announced.
You mean DC Black Pride?
DC Black Pride. I'm sorry. He announced that the award. I had got the award, and he had asked. He said, "This man has, told some history, and most of these people that were there were people from around the country who I don't know. I mean, some of them know me, and the kindness that those especially young people poured upon me was overwhelming.
You're a legend. You deserve
it. And that's why I got so overwhelmed at the program, because I thought about these people who I've never seen, and they just were so kind. They was literally standing in line, and
to pay homage.
To give me cash.
So the drinks are on you this weekend. Okay. Anyway, y'all, we got to wrap it up. So I want to thank Alan for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We've been trying to do this. That's right.
Exciting.
And so we got to come out and see the production.
We come out and see the production, Alan. We are honored to have you here. You
Absolutely.
are a true Washington
When are we gonna do
maybe
legend.
be able to get one of your co-hosts on stage. We'll keep trying.
Who, Tony? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's it. We gonna make that happen. But what I want to do is we need to do a feature.
I would love that.
Swerve,
it's
definitely.
been a while since we've been in Swerve.
That's right. We did something. We did something years ago.
I still put it in those grant applications.
You do?
I Xerox it and put it right in there.
I haven't gotten my cut.
Yeah, well, I don't always get mine either.
Anyway, so y'all look out, check out this issue. It's hot on the stands. It's a great interview profile of Rasan Patterson. He's got a new project out, and so
it's great.
Check it
really
out.
Great.
Are these pictures from the Clubhouse reunion?
Well, there's some.
This
was
from last year.
This was talking about it. You know, the whole concept of it, and it's a great profile of DJ Chosen and JJ around the Clubhouse reunion, which they did an amazing job. They did.
I hate that.
But I was talking with him. I said, you got to do this. You got to do this, and this, because the people were coming out talking about. So where are we doing this next year? And why don't we do something in the winter? And
they need to do something in the winter.
And he was like shaking his head. I said, "Oh no, dude!
I want to be there. I want to be, but I was booked."
Yeah, you had to work. But anyway, we're gonna get out of here, y'all. So thank y'all for joining us. Look for us next Wednesday. All right, toodles, peace.
Listen, vision. DC's #1 recording studio. Oh.